What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of ChrisGlides. This is just a quick shout out to say hello. I know it's been a long time, but hey, it's winter again, but we'll be back out in the spring. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm hooking up this or customizing this 2025 Harley-Davidson Road Glide CVOST. And yes, I did that. The reason being is when you look at that last episode that I did on the update, I was talking about how Matt Laidlaw did his in a touring edition bike. And I thought about it and I was like, that's the perfect idea because you can take all the horsepower from this engine bike and then make it, you know, a tour, or you can keep it a racer or whatever you want to do. In my case, I wanted to do it in the same manner. So I kept a lot of the original features, but I changed out a lot so I could do some cross-country trips. The only thing that I'm missing right now that's already in the mail is the front lowers. So you'll see that I already changed out the front engine guard, and I removed the flat out bar, and you can see that I removed the heavy breather. I will still have to remove the chin spoiler in order to install the lowers, but everything's ready to go. I already have the wires for the speakers done and the wires for the lights that'll be installed up front. So let me just do a quick walk around the bike and show you how it's going. So some of the upgrades that I did since the last time I showed you guys a full video of this bike was, there's been a whole bunch of YouTube short videos, but since I did the full-length TV version video, as you can kind of see that I went on and I put a coat of clear on top of the front fender and also the center console. As you can see, pretty obvious. I just installed this Corbin seat. It's it looks kind of gray on the video, but it's actually like a charcoal black. It's pretty dark, but it looks a lot lighter on video. And even still though, it matches the center console, and I love it. I love the stitching. So on Corbin seats, you can design anything that you want. I had to call and ask about the red stitching, so I got this it's like a darker red because they said the other one might fade and turn a little pink, and so the tubing and all that stuff. This is an Alcantara seat on the top, and then there's another type of stitching design, not stitching design, but pattern design. I wanted to get the Corbin stitching in red and the carbon fiber on the very sides. So I have that done and also installed it on the Chopped Tour Pak. It gets a little complicated, but it could be done. I already had the LePera seat on the back. LePera was a great choice, but I just wanted to go full custom with stitching colors and stuff like that. So I still have my LePera seat available for another bike build. And so that was done. I went on and installed the Screaming Eagle heavy breather so that I can make preparations for the lowers, as I mentioned. I had to remove the flat out engine guard, put this one on. This is for like the ones that come on the bike. The other thing I did was, since the last video, I had tall risers by Arlen Ness, and I had T-bars. A lot of people were raving about this style of handlebars, which is called pullback bars. These came from Los Angeles from a builder named Carlos. And there's a few other builders out of LA that do the pullback style bars. And in order to put these on a CVOST, I had to get the regular risers that come on the standards and install those. The standards are the regular CVO. I think they're 2-inch risers, but I'm not sure. But the ones that come on the CVOST were taller, but these are the ones that you have to use. And shout out to Official Mac for telling me that before I got these all installed. These are 16-inch pullbacks, and they're great for me. I'm 5'10" with a 30-inch inseam, so I'm not a tall guy, but this actually works for me really good. I didn't like them at first because I had a different seat on, but when you operating or running with pullbacks, you do want to get backrest. For years, I didn't listen to a lot of my friends that were telling me, man, get a backrest, get a backrest, get a backrest, because I was at the thought of this big, deep push into bikes were actually like a backrest. But man, I just rode this in circles down the street, and that thing is a hack. Even Matt Laidlaw said on his channel, having one of those is a hack, and it will give you like 50% improvement rate, which I don't know about the percentage, but I mean, just down the street and back, I felt that it was. I was extremely happy with the backrest. And as you can see there, I had to call when I was doing my ordering, and I wanted to get like this shiny plastic or whatever material it's made out of. I don't know what it's made out of, but the shiny material on the back installed for the Corbin seat. And I had that done. And what else? Still the same, like drink mount, foam mount, Rokform, foam mount, everything's the same. The wiring for these model bikes are extremely easy because they don't have the large tampon looking thing that used to go inside of here, attached to a whole bunch of wires. Now it's just the wires that come out. They go through fairly easy. Even these bars with the heavy bends, they were pretty easy to run. I was able to do in like less than 30 minutes. But the only thing that I'm not comfortable with, I don't like doing, is running brake lines. So I had my brake lines done at Harley-Davidson and also the clutch line done. And so I put it in the shop for that, had my 3-hole change, and I'm ready to go on a long distance trip. But still waiting on the lowers. They will be in next week around the 22nd. Today's like the 18th. So I had this color matched radiator cover put on by Avon Black. So shout out to Avon Black. And so I kind of pre-ran my speaker wires here. I got some plugs going on right there for my lowers. The lowers are gonna have lights. I did also install these Shark Demon headlights by Custom Dynamics, and these are a separate set. So the headlights come with a decoy, which has like, this is all blacked out, it's no light. So if you want to order the side lights, it's separate. They're about $2.99 just for the side. And the ones that I ordered have like just the amber, and they only work when you actually turn the bike. So I wanted something that was run. However, I don't get the color. So I do have those available for sale, and they are coming out with a harness so that the ones that I have in amber, they will work as a running light when you install the harness, and also a blinking light, but they won't have like the white like I have on there now. So I also added these highway lights on. They don't offer them anymore on these model bikes, so I added highway lights on. They look kind of like Baja Designs, but these are Custom Dynamics. They have a tint to them, and they're extremely bright. I'll turn the bike on so you can get a look. And the only other thing I want to do is I do want to install a set of amber fog lights. I don't know where to put them. So on the other bikes, you can put like caliper mounted fog lights on, but with the ST, you can't do that. And once I install the lowers, I don't know if any of this will stick out for me to install them on, but I have to wait and see to do that. Again, this bike is just going to be all highway, and no racing for me. My race days are over. So, but I still wanted the power. I still wanted the extra modes, and I still wanted the top end speed that the CVOST offers. I do like the ground height on the ST because it's a little bit lower, and I felt like for an experienced rider, the non-VVT having the high output was better for me. So I liked all those features. And also with the CVOST, you have more points of suspension changes. So you can adjust your suspension in like 4 different, or 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. Maybe more, I'm probably saying it wrong, but with the inverted forks and the adjustments here, that's something that the regular CVO didn't have and the other standards didn't have. And also on the rear, the ST comes with the reservoir style suspension where you have about 6 points of control, 3 on each side for the rear. So lots of additional things that you get on the ST that doesn't come on the regular CVO. So some of the things that I did add on the ST, because it just didn't have it by nature, was the heated grips, and that makes it a good addition. And also I added the automatic garage door opener to where you just click this twice, the garage door opens up. Those are all like minimum, like it didn't cost a lot to do that. It's simple to install. And so only thing that this bike doesn't have that the regular CVO VVT has is the only thing I don't have is the locking and unlocking remote bags, which I don't really miss because I don't lock my bags that much anyway. And when I do, it's just easier for me to remember when I manually lock it and unlock it. I don't have rear speakers in the saddlebags, but I like the fact that even though I don't have the speakers in there, I have so much more room. So all I'd have to do is to add speakers is just to get them cut and put them in there. But I'm not gonna miss it. I will have speakers in the lower. So for me, with the CVOST, it did come with the upgraded speaker system and the upgraded amp. And so it's plenty loud. Whenever I get to stoplights and stuff, I'm still not blasting out the music. And a lot of times, oftentimes, I am playing the music through my headphones. So having a crazy loud stereo for me, it's not really worth the money. I could still spend it on other cosmetics or other features of the bike. For instance, like buying a new set of headers. I could probably do that versus spend the money on the system, because it's always going to be somebody with a louder system, and I'm not into sound competition except for watching. But as far as me doing it, no, I'll never do any like sound competition bikes. So anyway, I feel like since Harley-Davidson did not come out with the bike that I wanted, which is a Road Glide limited CVO, I had to build my own. And so I feel like I'm on the right track by doing this. This will be my CVOST limited once I put the lowers on, and I'll have the speakers on there and everything. And the only features that I won't have is a locking bags. And I believe even to do that, for sure, you would need a different key fob, because the key fobs that come on this bike are different from the VVT. So there's no buttons on here. So you need a new key fob. I don't know if there's another type of electronic control module that you would have to get. I don't know. But I do know how to put the actuators and all that in the rear. And I do know how to build the harness for that. And I do know how to do the speakers. I know how to do everything. But if there's no other like computer that you need for the locking bags, I could do it. But so yeah, so for me, I built my own ultimate Harley-Davidson. And so far, this one has been my favorite out of all the ones that I've owned. I think I've owned about 15 Harley-Davidsons now. So this one has been the one. So I've had one Street Glide, several Road Glides, the Live Wire, 2 Pan Americas, and Sportster S, Lowrider S, and so those are pretty much, and a few other models that I'm probably missing. But anyway, that can be a whole nother episode that I can do. And so loving the bike so far, and plenty of features from custom dynamics with the different lights and all that stuff. Some of the things I like to do is while I'm riding is be invisible. So those are by Ciro, lights going underneath. Custom dynamics, and those are the factory lights. But I bought some aftermarket lights, light lenses that go in there to make the light smoke down there. And so as you can see, everything is pretty much custom dynamics for the most part. I do not have the custom dynamics lights there on the side, but now that I just noticed that, I'll go ahead and get it. This piece right here was ordered through the Harley-Davidson catalog, and I think that's a great addition to make the bike look nice. I didn't get a shifter linkage this time because the one that's on there is pretty nice. I did get this part right there, and that actually helps you find neutral easier. And I know I didn't need it, but I just like the ergonomics of how it sits now, and actually adds a nice shift design with it. And I like it. I got it off of JPcycles. Kahuna floorboards, and I love these. These are by Ciro highway pegs. These are a must. They're frame-mounted highway pegs. I also like this center stand. This is also a game changer as far as when it comes to cleaning the bike or just sitting the bike upright. I think it looks cool. It's an option if you don't have, if you don't want to install like the electronic kickstand and then put like the air shocks on the lower of the bike. Kahuna rear floorboards. I was told that these couldn't go on there or work for the bike. However, they do. So Michelle loves that. And so also with this Corbin seat, you have heat for the rider and heat for the passenger. So lots of comfort and everything. And I'll have the heat. I'll have my heated gear. My heated gear plugs are installed. And so I'm gonna be ready to take some road trips here and take you guys with me. So all set and ready to go. And in case this is your first time watching the channel, thanks for joining. And this bike right here, this bike is called Sparta. Why did I name the bike Sparta? If you have never watched the series Spartacus or 300 or some of the other movies that were made based upon like Spartacus and all that stuff, you're missing out. And Spartacus series is actually going to be running on Stars here, I think next week. And so it'll be something cool to watch. And so just the color in the bike just reminded me of like a blood shade. And when I first got this bike, just running it as a racer and took it down to Miami, I mean, this bike was a killer. And the few races that I did take on it, I just felt like the bike was a Spartan. So I named her Sparta. So I'm in love with it. Well, anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And stay tuned, because who knows where we're gonna go next.